took so much from me. I have so much he took from me that I have to live with now. I'm gonna be okay. These are just crazy emotions. Divorce is expensive and fucking hard.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at ex-wives regretting their divorces. Don't forget to drop a comment, make sure you subscribe if you're new here, and let's jump into it.
A couple months since I've been taken care of, and I'm not coming to you telling you this as an SLUT. I'm genuinely asking you, how do you go into public when it's been more than a month, because I'm about to rip someone's.
It used to be that this kind of stuff was not made public at all. Those were better times, in my opinion.
The hardest part of my marriage ending wasn't emotional. It was realizing that I wasn't financially safe.
It's never a wise idea to get divorced when you are clearly broke. Many of these women are going to regret doing that.
You know what sucks? Sucks that my kids have to pay the price for my failures. It sucks that their experience of childhood is going to be in a separated home, in two homes, because of my bad choices. That sucks.
Children are the unspoken victims when it comes to modern divorces. It's honestly messed up how you have women just disbanding their families and then the kid just gets a way worse life as a result.
It's my first night without my daughter in the house. And, why did nobody say how hard this was, huh?
There are literally thousands of videos of women crying about not having children. It's actually rather common. You can go and find them on TikTok all the time, or you can find videos of women just complaining in general about getting too old and, you know, being concerned that they're not going to be able to have them.
So, I got divorced 2 years ago. I was married to the same guy for 6 years. We were together for 10 years, like my entire 20s. I'm about to turn 31 out here dating again, and it has been the Wild West. Yeah, anyone else?
It still hasn't hit her that her desirability on the dating market is close to rock bottom.
Keep going. No matter how hard things are right now. No matter how stuck you feel. No matter how many nights you've spent crying or wishing things were different. No matter how depressed and hopeless you feel.
It sounds like her plan to live off of alimony payments completely backfired. That's honestly what she gets. I don't think any of these women deserve to be getting alimony at all.
Divorce is so fucking hard. So fucking hard, you guys. Divorce. I'm gonna be okay. But God, divorce is hard. It's so freaking hard. Everyone says just divorce. It's not that simple. I'm fucking tied to this bastard.
Posting videos where you are calling your ex-husband names isn't going to exactly speed things up.
He fucking took so much from me. I have so much he took from me that I have to live with now. I'm gonna be okay. These are just crazy emotions. Divorce is expensive and fucking hard. Tell me it's gonna be okay. Somebody tell me it's gonna be okay. Tell me it's gonna be okay. Because it doesn't feel like it.
It's interesting how she doesn't name one thing that her ex took from her. It is purposely vague for a reason.
So a few weeks ago, I posted that my son didn't want to come home with me anymore, that he asked me that he wanted to live with his dad. And I was very hurt. But then I had time today to come and see what they do after school and why he wants to be here so bad. And this is what I see. So if I was a 5-year-old, of course, It makes sense.
One parent wants to take care of his son, the other one wants to shame the father. It's that simple.
Yesterday I told my husband I wanted to be separated from him, and people keep saying sorry, and I'm only crying right now because that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I truly thought I was going to be with him forever. And I still love him so much, and I wanted it to be different, but it's not. It's okay to be upset. This is 17 years of my life we're talking about. Somebody I shared children with, who I built a life with. So yeah, say sorry, but also say congratulations for also being really strong, because that was not easy.
She posts a video after asking for a divorce. It's fairly obvious where her head is at right now.
Y'all want to know what really sucks is finding out that your husband, who you not even filed for divorce from yet, is, and it's been a month since he left your house, and you find out that he's actually going out on a date tonight. We haven't even filed for divorce yet. Is that normal?
If it's been a month, then it's fairly clear that he's been checking out of the marriage for years at this point.
Do men do that? Like, somebody answer me, men, women, I don't care who it is. Somebody just answer the question, is that normal for people to do? Because I downloaded the Stir app, which is for like single parents, and I almost vomited, and I deleted it because like I was nauseous just looking at it. And he's going out on a date tonight. I haven't been out on a date with him in over a year. How do you get over that? That's painful.
Let me get this straight. She's the one divorcing him, and yet she cares when he's going out on a date? This is honestly none of her business.
I don't care what anyone says, but you do not know your husband until you're divorcing him as a stay-at-home mom. Until you've seen him look at you and go, you're gonna have to get a job now, you're gonna have to pay for it. Or what makes you think you're gonna get custody of the kids since you haven't worked in 10 years. You won't know who they are until they cut off all your resources. You don't know who they are until you see them shut off the electric bill because they're mad that they lost control over you.
He did not cut off her resources, he cut her off from his resources. There is actually a very large difference there, and these women are so damn entitled for not noticing it.
Sad about it. And I don't know if it's about him necessarily, like him, or if it's just because, like, I want somebody, and I want somebody to want me. It's so bad that I just want to be wanted.
Husbands in this situation go years without feeling wanted at all. She should honestly get used to it.
So, I'm gonna wipe my face. I'm going to go back to repotting my plants because, you know, I can't have any connection with a human. So I'm going to make connections with my plants.
Let's be honest here, the crocodile tears are simply because this woman wants attention. That's all that it is.
No, life after divorce. As a woman, I would honestly sit here and say, as much as I've made the decision and the choice to divorce my husband then, I also regret it. I don't regret it because I still loved him, but I regret it because I feel like I denied my children the right and the opportunity to have what people call a normal family.
A divorce ends up destroying a kid's development. They will never be the same after divorce. They're typically going to be missing one parent, and usually it's the father.
Now today I'm sitting with kids who are in the statistic of divorce. So as much as I've divorced, I would never ever advise anybody to go through a divorce.
This is the lesson that's only seeming to be learned after women like this burn every possible bridge that they have.
Ms. Van Til, are you contesting the discontinuation of the spousal support? To an extent, I feel that I was pretty generous back when I let him off on over $12,000 in arrearages at the time. I'm willing to drop down to $500 a month, let's say another 3 years. Mr. Van Til, what's your position on that?
No, I disagree.
You know, here's the thing. Typically, once a party remarries, I mean, that's a change in circumstances that warrants the cessation of payment of spousal support.
She got married, but still demands that her ex-husband pays her spousal support. That is absolutely insane. I don't know why dudes are getting married anymore.
And the whole idea of spousal support is that you don't have the assistance of your marital partner anymore to support you. And when you get remarried, that's no longer the case. For that reason, the court finds that the spousal support should cease.
The sad part is she thinks that she is being reasonable by saying that her ex can make smaller payments. Like, it's still disgusting. Get out of here.
I share something embarrassing, okay? This is really for the ladies. This is for the women who are getting divorced. Guys might get at me. This isn't really for you. This is about going from the big, gorgeous house to renting an apartment, which was my reality as somebody who had been married for over 20 years. This was my whole personality. We were very much a dual income couple. This divorce was going to come with both of us now living in other places. I think I was so attached to that identity that I was terrified about, what does this mean when I don't have this anymore? What does this mean for how successful I have or haven't been in life? Am I a failure now?
A house is just a house. It should never be a major part of your personality.
My divorce literally almost killed me. And when it was all said and done, I had nothing. No home, no business, no man, no tribe. After working for years upon years upon years to build a lifestyle that cost almost $50,000 a month, it was hard out there for a sister. And this is the type of depression that only God can heal. When He has given you every single thing materially, but inside, you're totally broken. And that was the beginning of the end for me. The end of that chapter, the end of my marriage, and the end of who I once knew myself as.
It really makes you wonder what kind of a lifestyle costs $50,000 to maintain. This is completely ridiculous. She honestly thought life would be easier after cutting off her main source of support, by the way. This is the logic that so many modern women have, guys, is they think, oh, I'm strong and independent, I can do it by myself, and then they leave their husbands or their boyfriends, and then their lives are a complete mess. It's actually hilarious.
I've been single for 13 years, and it doesn't matter how positive I am about the incredible life that I live. There's still just a part of my heart that thinks, why has no one picked me? I see so many people in my world divorce and then like within months and even a year have found someone else. And I'm like, why has no one chosen me?
If she doesn't know the answer when the answer is obvious, there is actually no helping her at all.
As human beings, we crave connection and we can say, no, we're fine. But loneliness is actually the #1 killer. And although I'm not lonely because I've got a very full world, it's that intimate connection that only you have with a partner that I miss and I crave. And I just think, why has no one picked me? Anyway, keep plugging on.
You can't say that you crave connection when you threw it out in a divorce. Like, let's be honest about this. These women are the ones leaving their husbands, and then they cry about being lonely. It's disgusting.
I'm standing in my little girl's room, and she's gone to her dad's, and she loves him, and he's a great dad. But it's never gotten better. I come home and I just sit in a room.
Why is she recording this video in her daughter's room? I just think this is rather creepy.
And I walk out there and her toys are exactly where she left them. I can't even bring myself to clean them up. And I just have to be here in this house where my baby's supposed to be in her bed. And those toys are supposed to be getting played with by her, and I'm supposed to be here when she wakes up in the night.
Her kid is supposed to be at home with her family, not in 2 separate houses.
And please don't get me wrong. She deserves time with her dad. He deserves time with her. They have a very special, beautiful bond. But the pain of coming home without your baby and the emptiness that you feel in your home, it never gets better. It never, ever, ever gets better.
Maybe she should have thought about that before complicating her daughter's life, but of course these women always prioritize their own happiness. It has been 7 years, and she still finds opportunities somehow to get perfectly framed videos of her crying. This is just psychotic behavior from women all around.
I left my husband 5 months ago, and I regret it. No, you're not supposed to say that. I know I'm supposed to be in my living my best life, hoe era, whatever, but like, no. These last 5 months have broken my spirit. They have been the hardest of my life. These last 5 months have required so much work, so much discipline to get back to myself. But it's supposed to suck. I talked to my friend last night about this on the phone, and he really put it in perspective for me. Said the year you get a divorce was going to suck regardless.
And even though this experience quote-unquote sucks for her, she's still going to learn absolutely nothing from it. I can guarantee you that.
Trying to tell my brain that I have to unlove a person as my husband was like mentally challenging. And when I say, and this time I didn't realize I was a bit of an extremist. Like, until I started talking to other women, I'm like, I never liked other men pictures, like outside of a friend group. I never liked other men pictures on social media. I never even went on their pages like that. I wasn't even friends with other men unless they were like business friends of that nature. Nobody that would ever be like, oh, they like me.
If you have to learn to unlove the man that you're divorcing, then why are you divorcing him in the first place? Let's be honest, these women are leaving because they want to and they feel like it. And I don't even think they actually love the dudes in the first place.
Yeah. Or I feel like they like me. Yeah. So I always kept my eyes tunnel vision when it came to being in a relationship and with my husband. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was so hard for me because even in the midst of going through that, I was still tunnel vision because that was all I knew for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, he was all I really know. Yeah. For all that time. Yeah. So the transition in that, you know, was a bit much by itself. Yeah. Was learning that this is not your person.
This should come as a shock to literally nobody, but for some reason it's different for modern ex-wives.
When you spend the last 2 weeks with your ex-husband, who you still love, he loves you, getting him over the flu, cleaning his house, love is expressed between both of us. As of last Saturday, he has a girlfriend that he's been talking to. Being divorced in your 50s sucks. Dating in your 50s suck.
What was she expecting here? For her ex to just stay loyal to the woman who divorced him? It's crazy the expectations that are put on men, right? You're expected to pay for everything, and then on top of all of the other obligations that you have, you're also expected to stick around even when women abandon you. It makes absolutely no sense.
I'm very hurt. I'm very sad. But I will get over it. I will conquer and I will get over it. I will accept the fact that he has moved on and I have to move on now.
It's funny how she's hurt by this, supposedly, when she's been trying to date as well, right? Like, all it is just trying to convince the people watching that she's a victim. Men have made it very clear that divorced women aren't that desirable, and yet she is still shocked. This is one thing I find really hilarious, is when divorced women return to the dating market only to realize that men aren't interested in them.
I lost so much money. I lost over $5 million getting a divorce. I shut down all of my companies. I was making $70,000 to $100,000 a month with my businesses, online, all of them. I shut them all down. Mentally, I was in a disarray. And I'm a talker, so I make money by talking. I couldn't even pull my personality together. So you can't pull your personality together, you can't make no money, you can't sell nothing. And then his attorney would plaster my bank statements, Exhibit 1, Exhibit 2, Exhibit 3, Exhibit. To see my life in a courtroom was probably the most devastating thing I've ever did.
Sounds like she's upset that she had to pay her ex-husband alimony.
Doesn't matter whose name it is under. All that matters is that we're divorced and this house which I've paid for isn't for you.
Well, you haven't paid for it if it's not under your name, no?
Well, no, it doesn't matter whose name it is for.
Well, it does, because we were together.
Okay, well, I bought this house as a gift for my mum.
Well, why are we living in it then?
Because it doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because if you
Well,
divorced...
no, yeah, we're not living in it anymore, are we? Well, I am.
So how long are you going to keep that a surprise for then?
It doesn't matter. You didn't pay a single penny for the house.
I contributed my fair share to this place.
How did you?
Cooking, cleaning, one less thing for you to do.
Basic household upkeep is not the same as financially contributing to the house. I honestly think the latter is far more difficult, which is why you see these women always complain about, being stay-at-home mothers and things like this. But notice how they are never willing to bring in the money. Why? Because it's harder.
Well, congratulations. You can cook and clean somewhere else. Look, you divorced me, okay, yeah? You have no right to this house. I knew that this was going to come because since we first got married or whatever, that's all you're interested in. You're only interested in the financial side of stuff. And then when shit hits the fan, things start to go a bit low, you call for a divorce. Cool, I'll let you have that divorce.
No.
But when I bought this house, I put this house in my mum's name. I bought this house as a gift for my mum.
So you had no right to lie to me about it.
I didn't lie to you. Didn't lie to you at all.
You said that you bought the
We
house.
lived in the house. Yeah, I did buy the house. I bought the house.
So why did you not tell me when you bought the house?
I didn't need
Under your
to
name?
because it wasn't your business.
But we were together. We were married.
Well, we're not now. We're not now. You divorced me. And it's clear to see why you divorced me.
That's the look of a woman whose plan for an easy life just went up completely in smoke, and it is absolutely hilarious. That's because that kid's father isn't using them as a pawn in some game of divorce.
So there are some crucial things that people don't talk about after you go through a divorce. The fact that the quietness and the emptiness in your home when you don't have your spouse or your children is deafening. You have to really get comfortable with being alone, and it's very uncomfortable. You quickly realize that you are now the center stage of all conversation in your friend group because you're now living this wild and fun life because you're no longer attached to anybody. And I don't know about you, but I spent a lot of my time crying and eating pizza.
Ex-wives assume that a divorce is just non-stop fun and freedom, but it just ends up in tears and misery. They always have fun for like 2 months until they realize that no other dude actually wants them. It is very damn funny.
And drinking wine in the bathtub. Being single is glamorized in today's society, and people are saying, yes, good for being single, and you should really, really just enjoy it. It's so freeing. When really you lost your purpose because you've been supporting this person for X amount of years and supporting their aspirations and their goals and their dreams and their desires, and you lost yourself along the way. So now it's beautiful. You get to find yourself, but it's hard to sit in that and be like, oh, who the f am I? So maybe be a little bit more gentle on the single people in your life.
It's insane how she's trying to take credit for another man's success because of her support. I don't think these women are really as instrumental as they always claim to be in men's success. If anything, I think the men would be more successful if the women weren't in their lives in the first place. The kids saw their mother for who she was, so naturally they just chose to be with their dad. Makes sense to me. She can't stand the idea of her ex-husband moving on, so of course what she has to do is just make it about her.
Do it, Joe.
No.
Hello?
No.
Can I talk to the owner?
Yes.
Can I talk to the owner, please?
Yes. Hello?
Sorry.
I love
I can't hear you.
I love pancakes.
I can't.
Pulling pranks on debt collectors isn't going to change her financial problems, but good luck with that one. Make sure you click on one of the videos on screen now to watch more if you liked today's video. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.